All right, y'all, it's time for the Saturday recap. This is delayed because I got sick. I got very sick last week. So on day 2, I actually was going to get my registration. I actually started my registration process for my creator batch. It was my first time being a creator, so I was really nervous. I thought that with my cute outfit, I thought that I would be getting up and walking to the conference center, thinking that I had booked my hotel hella close. Like, oh, it's like a quick 12-minute walk. I can do that. Yeah, I found out there's 2 convention centers literally down the street from each other. So I'm not going to the Atlanta Conference Center. I'm going to the Georgia World Conf, whatever, a few blocks down. So that walk downhill for my Houston self was crazy. Made some friends along the way. Giggled to myself because I got hooted at, and let me tell you, I'm not used to that. I get to the venue and pretty much there's like an esports team in front of me. I have to get to the set. I was invited to be a part of DJ Epic's Boiler Room set. I was really excited. It was the opening event of the Dreamhack stage. And because of registration, I got there late. Literally, I ended up dancing in the aisle with Tony and Yates. I had a good time. We walk around and we look, we see, the different booths and the setups. And while I'm looking at Loungefly bags, having a minding my business, I'm smacking to Steady Mac. Now, Steady Mac could have been like, hey, Mel, how you doing? No, this man played, you don't know who I am game. Child, I barely know my name. So we played a game of Hangman in the hallway, and eventually I pieced together with Steady Mac. I seen him with some coffee. I was uncaffeinated. I said, where you get that from? Found out he knows where the Creator Lounge is, which I did look for while with Tony and Yates. Could not find. They had the thing in the tuck in the back. He takes me to the Creator Lounge. I kind of look around, be like, oh, so this is what I've been missing out on. Okay, this is fancy. And then I proceed to like grab as much stuff as I could to get my, get some stuff from my friends on the outside so they can get a little piece of this life. And I went to the food court to meet up with Tony and Yates. And of course, Yates was playing Pokopia. We sitting there and we're chilling, and then I start getting the pings. Everybody's waking up and they're like, Mel, where are you? You didn't hang out with us on Friday, so where the hell are you? I was in the food court, baby. So I just, told people I'm at food court. Honey, when I say these people ran to me and I felt the love, I had Cam pop up on me. I saw him locked in, found me. Zadie found me. My mouth people, Kohlberg, his group found me. It was beautiful. Like, we literally took over a whole table, which y'all see the selfies. Like, we literally took over the whole table and a half. Because, fuck that other table. We needed that too. I made my rounds going around taking pictures with people. I was making sure I got a selfie with everybody. I made sure that I had brought a little journal and I was using it as a yearbook. So I had everybody write in the book, on my mouth HR shit. And I just was having a good time. We were really just wasting time before Impy and Cold's panel that was coming up. So we have like 45 minutes to waste. So a portion of the group goes to see where the panel's gonna be. Another portion Basu found Tekken, and he is on the game. Impy found a mic. Asked the person, hey, let me see that real quick. She's casting it. I done got scared because Impy's voice just came out of a speaker nowhere. I was like, what the hell? I was like, did the panel start? I was so scared. I missed the panel. We ended up finding out we had like 20 more minutes, so we walk around, meet Tony, Yates, and Zadie, then went back to the Artist Valley because one thing about me, I love the Artist Alley. And Zadie won Magical Dice. Yates then found a Pokemon themed book bag, pin bag, which I love pin bags. And Tony is literally like just walking, having a good time, vibing. I'm like, okay. Eventually I look at the time and it's time to run to the panel. So I'm gathering my people and we're running across to go see the panel. The panel was great. It was about esports, broadcasting, pretty much like bringing all these avenues in different ways to be on Twitch together. And eFeds. And it had Lights, Camera, Seek, Ashley Labina. I hate that I'm country. I can never remember how to say that name. Envy and Cold. And I love the fact that Envy brought up Basu. And it was just beautiful. It was beautiful to see so many people that I've connected with or have seen literally on the screen. Like, on showcases and stuff, work together and boost each other up and give each other advice. It was a really dope panel. The fact that our dope ass friend Revamp Glint got to broadcast it for our friends at home that didn't get to make it to the panel. It was just a dope experience.
Got you as a professional.
Mel.
Yeah, appreciate you,
Chat
man.
is saying hi on Glint's chat. Glint's chat is saying hi. How y'all doing? Hey.
Now, after the panel, everybody kind of just tried to figure out the vibes. We were all like, okay, this is kind of what we came for. Now what we doing? We decided to, walk. Some of us walked around. I had a guild picture to take, but I ended up missing it. And we ended up going to Battle and Brew. Now, Battle and Brew in the MAWF side of the family, that's their place. I personally can't stand that place. I think that Battle and Brew is overrated, and it has a tendency to treat people of darker complexions kind of fucked up. That's my personal opinion. That is my personal opinion. We go, one of our friends they told us that they couldn't do reservations. One of our homegirls that are local, she ended up getting 2 reservations, and we piled up to get to the place. And it was bad. It was bad, guys. We were a group of 16 people. We were trying to order. Some of us didn't get our orders taken for at least 45 minutes. Half the table had food by the time I got my first drink. I ordered a Coke and some chicken strips, y'all. By the time I finally ordered my Coke, half my team was getting their second order of food. It was a mess. We had somebody order a burger, and the first round of things, they never got their burger. We had drinks. Some people didn't get their drinks. They put 2 pitchers of water and they never refilled them. It was bad. But my favorite part, you know what? I can't even explain one of my favorite parts. I'm gonna let Basu explain my favorite part.
Everybody got their hand up trying to pay you. Matter of fact, hey, bitch, we trying to pay you more money to play your fuck ass game. Hello? But you act like you don't want it. Cool. Ain't nobody running off on no bill. Everybody got a card to swipe. Swipe the bitch. Well, it's a policy. Fuck the policy. Because if it was a policy, you wouldn't, the way we had to book it was fucked up. You talking about this a large group of 16. This ain't a group of 16 in your fucking books. This is 2 separate tables of 8. So even if you split up that way, it'd be cool. But you ain't trying to do that because it's your policy. You trying to get over on some fucking gratuity. And then, well, sometimes things get missed. Nigga, that ain't my problem. That's your problem if you can't put that shit in the computer, right? And Chris still ain't got his fucking burger. Tanja still ain't got her tiramisu. But so then we get it split up, right? We get up out of here. And then while we getting all the money together, this fuck ass motherfucker come around the corner talking about, got your tiramisu. Sat down in front of Tanja. Hope you enjoy it. Before that motherfucker could even bend the fuck back up, I say, Tanja, don't eat that shit. Tanja, don't eat that shit. Now her hard-headed ass, she looked at me, she said,
and yes, I already don't like that place, and that little move right there pissed me off. But on some real shit, the real part, we had a bill of 16 people. Why did they say we can only split it 5 ways? And they're still going to add the 20% gratuity. Exactly. Okay, you see my frustration. So we had somebody at the table who said, you know what, fuck this. They pulled out their card. They said, can I trust that you all will pay your tabs? And he paid that shit. Okay, yeah, with that fucking $100 something plus gratuity. Fuck you mean? We love you, Tony. Thank you so much. And when I say my other favorite, this is a part of the night where I realized we really are family, even though we are just strangers that met online. We had somebody who was holding everybody accountable. They were writing down on a pad who paid and who did not pay. Well, an iPad, who paid and who did not pay. And how they paid, just so we can make sure that they paid. We had somebody who was doing the math and was breaking down okay, you had this, that's this, and this. Because we were trying to get an itemized receipt. They tried to give us a hard time. So we were using a menu and trying to figure out how to calculate this goddamn tax. We had people who was pretty much being the muscle, like, hey, let me see your phone. You got Cash App, you can figure it out. Like, it was one of those moments where it's just like, if nobody got us, we got us. And after that, we ended up trying to move the party out. We left, we got to the outside, we took our group photos. Mod pulled out a goddamn MAWF t-shirt and had us all sign it like we on a football team. And we decided that we still wanted to hang out. We weren't ready to say bye yet. So we went to Jenny's in a different area. I don't know what side of Atlanta I was in at that point. I was just driving around. My actual favorite part of the whole thing is we had Ubered from the convention to Bar and Rescue, Lord, Battle and Brew. But we were like, I'm kind of like, okay, I can go home at this point. Like, I've had fun, but everybody's, they're about to have fun, and I'm a relax, Literally, everybody said, Mel, how you getting to Jenny's? Mel, who car you getting into? You're not Ubering. Come on, let's go. Mads opened her car to us. Danny was ready. Somebody else was like, I could take one person over here, and I'm like, oh, it's just not me. It's me, Yates, and Tony. Literally, Mads was like, get in the car. I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Immediately. Yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry. And we have fun. Like, we went to Jenny's. Only 3 people got ice cream in a group of 20. Oh, I forgot to mention, at Battle and Brew, fucking Tiff walked in on us and scared the shit out of us. Mads walked in. Like, that's when that's how bad the situation was. I didn't even mention, Miss Tiffany Chanel walked in. My baby walked in and came and loved on us and hung out with us. But yeah, we get to Jenny's. I done found me a coffee place called Foxtail Coffee. It was actually really good. The group was just sitting there. I had some brownies. They were not in any way bad brownies. They were not, fun brownies. They were just brownies made with love. I offered it to the group. I'm like, oh, they got ice cream. I got brownies. Y'all want some brownies? Nobody touched my damn brownies. I had brought forks and spoons and knives and napkins. I said, ooh, we about to tear up these brownies as a family. I'm not eating it by my damn self. When I say nobody touched them damn brownies. And then I still hear from Bonkerton, oh, I wanted some brownies. I'm tired. But Prez walked in on us. Mads' mom came and loved on us. It was just an amazing, amazing moment. It was one of those times where it's just like, this shit is bigger than streaming in reality. And as always, I had a trick up my sleeve. I had realized we had made a joke about all of the last season of Kohlberg's podcast, Who's Next, was there. Like, pretty much most of us except, my best friend Darrow, Felix. Like, there was a couple people missing and it sucked, but I was like, damn, it is a majority of us. And I said, what if I could bring one more person? So I made sure that Bordy McBoard pulled up on us. And then I started laughing because Bordy was just like, as people were saying byes and stuff, Bordy looked at me and was like, what we doing tonight? I said, all right. Well, she brought me, Tony Yates, back to our hotel. And we ended up hanging out. I kept saying, like, I'm parched. Like, I have not drinking water enough because all they had was Dasani. I need water. We ended up going to the gas station, y'all. We went to an Atlanta gas station at night, child. And when I say I've seen so much stuff I never thought I'd see, I saw somebody steal a hot dog chip combo. It was crazy. I watched somebody do TikTok live while their phone was plastered to a door. I saw there was like the rave was still going on, so there's people dressed up like daybreak away. It was crazy. It was just so much stuff going on. I was confusion. I was old and confused and dehydrated. Got to talk to Kage for a little bit. Missed him deeply. Missed him and the baby. The dog baby. And yeah, we ended up going back to my hotel room and we're just talking. Bordy's filling out my yearbook. She didn't fucking fill out 3 pages. She crossed her legs. Yates is having a good time chatting and cackling and we're giggling, and it was just a beautiful end to the night. I'm not gonna say when people left my room. I will say it was hella late. But yeah, Dreamhack Day Atlanta. Oh, sorry. Dreamhack Atlanta Day 2, Saturday was just really, it was a MAWF meetup. It was MAWFCon. It was a beautiful time with my MAWF family and Bordy, and just soaking it in that, like, this was all built on figuring it out during the pandemic, So thank y'all for watching.